Good morning, everybody. Monday morning, July 28th. This is the DJS Podcast. I'm actually doing the podcast on my Samsung Galaxy Note 3. So, no mic, no nothing. Technology's great, so it's probably not going to be the greatest audio, but I don't know, I got a lot of stuff I want to say. A lot of stuff I've been into lately. My new obsessions. That's a truck going by. You know, it's funny, I go through these obsessions like 3 or 4 a year sometimes, you know. I get into something like crazy and I freaking go nuts. It was like, marijuana. I learned everything there is to know about cannabis in like a 4-month period. I bought and read every book and every video on YouTube and studied indica, sativa, growing types, hydroponics, soil, everything. So I started the Dr. Greenleaf podcast, and I got to interview some great doctors about marijuana. Go back and listen to it. It's the same channel, you can get it, but it's called Dr. Greenleaf instead of the Dean James Podcast, which is so fascist. Like, why do I gotta name it the Dean James Podcast? It's like, Jesus, man. It's like, so I'm definitely want to change the name. I'm going to change the name again, but for now, whatever. I'm going to leave it Dean James Podcast. And, I don't know, it's got a lot of stuff going on. I've been into, science lately. I've been watching a lot of, Mythbusters on Netflix. Also, another great thing to check out. Check out Bill Burr on Netflix. He's great. He's got a great podcast, too. Monday morning podcast he does. And it's just a coincidence that it's Monday morning and I'm doing a podcast too. But anyway, Monday. Anyway, to get back at what I was saying is, so I've been reading a whole bunch of stuff by Neil deGrasse and Stephen Hawkins and all those evolutionists. And Seth Andrews, another awesome dude. He's got a book called Deconverted. It's really good. It's about him growing up in a born-again Christian house, and then I saw the light. I opened up my eyes. I saw the light. I noticed the Bible was full of shit. Anyway. Oh, God, that's good coffee. Jesus. Nothing better than coffee in the morning than a fucking little vape. A little fucking vapity-voo. A little siggity-doo. A little wick. Alright, anyway, let's get back. I gotta stop saying anyway. So I've been reading these books, and I grew up a born-again Christian. I was told that Jesus walked on water before I learned how to say Dad and Mom. I knew the story of Noah's Ark, Adam and Eve, Jonah and the whale, David and Goliath, Samson, on, Esther, Ruth, Jesus, Mark, Matthew, Luke, John, Revelations, Titus, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Alright, we get the fucking point. You know the Bible, alright? Hey, Hebrews 7, chapter 11. By faith, Noah, being warned of God of things not yet seen, moved with fear, prepared. Anyway, I learned the book of Hebrews in 4th grade. 4th grade. So I know the Bible, inside and out. I went to a cult for 2 years straight called Teen Challenge, a total mind-fucked rehab where you get there and they just mind-fuck you into making you believe with all this propaganda bullshit that, and it's scary because they really believe it, a lot of them, you know? I wonder if the top guys know it's fucking total bullshit. Like, does anyone, they're just so into it, the machine's going, you know what I'm saying? The ball is rolling. Wow, we're making, $200,000 a year. I can't say this is full of shit now. I wonder, but anyway, we'll get on that a whole nother fucking day. The mind fuck of Teen Challenge. That's like a whole nother podcast. It's like a whole nother fucking doohickey. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I hope Wadgy stops because I'm friggin' hungry. Alright, but anyway, I really, really, really like this guy, Seth Andrews. He's got a podcast called The Thinking Atheist, and you guys should check it out. The Thinking Atheist, really awesome. And Seth Andrews, The Thinking Atheist. As I watch, where am I right now? I'm on Wisconsin Highway, Old Town Road, and traffic is crazy, yeah, but I'm talking to you guys, and that makes it a little bit better. We got Ryan and Wadsy in the truck ahead of us, and we're gonna make Wadsy say hello later on to everyone. Hi! This is just a weird time in my life. First, I want to say I got the most amazing girlfriend. I don't know if I said that already, but she really is awesome. Ashley, I just want to say I love you, and my God, I don't know what I'd do without you. You really changed my life around. Even though I'm a scumbag, I'm a fucking nightmare creeper. Like I'm like a bad attitude on wheels sometimes. I'm just I'm like a fucking tomcat ready to explode at any moment. I need to start taking some medicine. I think I need to go to the doctor. Doctor, give me a cure. I got a bad case of loving you. Anyway, talk about Silver Rose. Yo, go on iTunes. You could buy my music. I'm also a musician. We're going to get into that, too, because my new obsession is stand-up comedy. Yeah, so I'm going to give my hand at stand-up comedians. And, you sit there and you wonder, why is anyone really going to want to sit down and listen to my podcast? What's going to make my podcast stand out and be different? And I'll tell you what, I've listened to my last several podcasts. Tell you what, the Dr. Greenleaf ones are better than the ones where I'm just talking. Because, whatever, it's not easy. It's easy. All you gotta do is get, like me. I have a phone and I'm recording it. I'm fucking putting out a podcast. Any douchebag can do it. You make a little logo, you put your name on it, you got a podcast. You get a freaking server, you do your research, you get a platform, and you can have yourself a little podcast for real cheap. But I got a really nice expensive equipment I should be doing it on, but I felt the urge to give a podcast and talk to you guys as I drive, so wiggity wick wick wick. Yo, Wadsy, please, I hope you stop somewhere. Whip whip, I'm hungry. Near the Grassy. Cosmos, that show Cosmos, that's his show, Neil deGrasse. Wow. Alright, so anyway, to get back on the whole atheism thing and the Bible and all that stuff, we're taught at an early age, just like if you were a baby and you were born, and as soon as you were born, your mom told you that the color red was black. That's red, and it was black, but you would think it's red, because from birth you were told that color's red. But then you get out in the real world and some guy's like, yo, that's not red, that's black, bro. And you're like, no, it is not, you dumbass, that's fucking red. My mother has been telling me that's red since I was 2 months old. And the guy's like, bro, I hate to tell you, that's not red, that's black. And you're like, yeah, okay. And then the guy's like, hold on a second. Yo, bro, what color is that? Some guy walks by, it's black. What? Yo, so 12 people, 15 people, 25 people say it's black. And then you start to wonder, wow, maybe it's not red. Maybe it is black. Then you do your research and you shit on your own and you fucking skibbity doops. Well, anyway, I'm not going to try that. Jesus. All right. Monday morning, July 28th, doing a podcast as I drive, seeing how this works out. Yeah, there's a lot of things right now in life that I'm really embracing. One of them is my health. I think everybody should really start embracing their health, especially when you get 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? You got to embrace the health. Got to embrace the health. Oh, Wadsy is hungry. Wadsy's hungry. So I'm wondering if I should leave this on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying there? You know what I'm talking about? Alright, maybe I'll give the phone over to Ryan for sports. Here we go. Alright? Yeah. You know what you gotta do for me? I got a podcast going on right now. A really good one. I don't want to lose it. Do the sports. Tell them about some Yankees.
What's going on, dude?
Fucking Yankees.
I know boxing right now.
Yeah. Talk about some boxing.
All right.
Because I told him you were in the other truck.
Is this on? Is running right now?
Yeah, say hi to me.
What's up, everybody? This is totally caught me off guard. On my way to work. Whatever we're doing today. So news in boxing. Saturday night, Gennady Golovkin, the kid from Ukraine or whatever, wherever Kazakhstan is where he's from. Knocked out, I think his name was Danny Beal or something like that, from Austria or Australia, whatever. Knocks him out in the second round for his 17th straight knockout in 30 wins or 28 wins, something like that. Nobody has gone past the 7th round in past 17 fights. What else happened? Deontay Wilder's going to be fighting Adonis Stevenson coming up. And we finally got Justin officially happening, the Mayweather-Maidana 2 in September. So I can't wait to see that one. Maybe Maidana has a punches chance in this one and knocks the champion out, or Floyd will just, box him down like he always does. And that's really it in the boxing world. Oh, Chris Algieri fighting Pacquiao November 22nd. The pride of Huntington, Chris Algieri. That is definitely a must-see. He's up for Fight of the Year against Provodnikov, which that fight happened earlier in June. Chris Algieri ended up winning the split decision on that one, so now he gets a shot at Pacquiao. That's pretty much it. UFC, I don't really know that much about. You got Chris Weidman, which everybody knows is like the light heavyweight champion. But James Jenkins from Rocky Point is really who I want to see come up big. He's looking at his next fight to be in the UFC. Big prize fighter. And former Bellator Combat in the Cage or something like that. Some big MMA tournament he won last year at the lightweight division. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I got for fighting and sports. There's really nothing. I don't like baseball. I think baseball's boring. I hate it. So I can't really talk about the Mets or the Yankees other than the Mets won yesterday. That's all I know from fucking News 12, 2-0. I don't even know who they beat. The Bruins. The Bruins? No, that's fucking hockey. The Brewers. I think they beat the Brewers yesterday 2-0. So I guess that's cool. And then we got summer basketball. Knicks looking pretty good this year. Got a couple key guys. Got Melo back. It's always good to see with Phil Jackson running things this year. I'd like to see what happens with that. I think it's a smart move on his part by bringing Derek Fisher into the head coaching job. Because if it's anybody who knows how to coach a team or knows who can run a team, it's Phil Jackson. Guy has like 12 championship rings as a player and a coach combined. So if it's anybody who knows, it's him. Yes, the Jets started training camp in Cortland the other day. They're going to fucking suck this year. I could already tell. I already know it. Geno Smith, I have no faith in him. Hopefully they prove me wrong, though, because I hate to see them fucking suck like they did last season. It was pretty frustrating to watch. That's pretty much all I got for sports. I don't really, like I said, it's kind of a dead time for sports. I don't, give me about 2-3 weeks and it'll be all football. Favorite time of year. Nothing's better than football season. Sunday afternoon football, the only day off. Drink a couple cold ones and watch who's the team to beat this year. I give it up to the Seahawks again. I think the Seahawks are going to be just as good as they were, if not better, next year. Because, Russell Wilson, he's got another year. He's already made it to the big show. He won his ring. He's a nice seasoned vet now. And the defense, nothing has really changed personnel-wise. So I think the Seahawks are going to be the contenders again. And the AFC, I don't really know. It's always a jump ball in the AFC. It's always somebody comes out. You always got that team coming from the 8th seed or the wild card and end up winning it, or you got the outright first place team doing. I don't know.